Sup guys, I'm AUSSIE Metalhead. I'm doing 150 classic albums by the end of the year. One of my Patreon subscribers requested this Black Sabbath. He's actually getting me to do Black Sabbath once a month, which I really appreciate because I've never delved into Black Sabbath. Because if you haven't watched me before, before this channel, I basically have only listened to like 20 albums, and they were Linkin Park, Bring the Horizon, Beartooth, just a bunch of metalcore and new metal stuff. So it is really nice to go back and listen to a bunch of older stuff because I don't know, I really want to learn about the history, all that sort of thing. He is also showcasing, I started with Paranoid, that's what I did by myself, and then he showed me Master of Reality, which is his favorite Ozzy Osbourne. Then he showed me Heaven or Hell, which is Dio, I think. And now he's showing me his favorite Tony Martin album. And I'm curious to get into it with his voice because Ozzy was so different to, I think his name's Dio. So I'm really curious. But like, I'm pretty sure Black Sabbath the entire way through has always had Tony Iommi, or Tony, I still don't know the name. I think it's Tony Iommi. And he feels like the lifeblood of like the actual Black Sabbath sound to me. But yeah, I'm curious to jump into this. I'm also sorry that this is the 2024 remaster. I tried to find the original one because usually they use like a 2000s remaster on Spotify. I tried to find the original, but there isn't on Spotify. So I am listening to the 2024. I don't know if this changes the album that much, but yeah. Anyway, let's jump into it. Curious to see how it goes. Interesting way of starting out. There's always been a bit of like a proggy element, I feel, to like Black Sabbath stuff. So this doesn't feel too out of place. I liked how that transitioned into it. There's definitely a more like 80s vibe to this, like more hair metal than the 60s, 70s metal they were doing on like Paranoid and stuff. Yeah, more in vain with, I guess, like Heaven or Hell a bit. Yeah, there's like that 80s like synthy work in the back. Tony's voice is pretty decent. I feel like the mixing is a bit odd on it though. Like I would think his voice would be more front facing in the mix, but he's more background. Alright, he has some pipes on him. Alright. Yeah, he's quite nice vocally.
One nation
Alright. This is just, vocally it's quite good. Like, I like it quite a bit. Ooh, I like this. Like, solo a bit. Like, instrumental passage. I quite like his voice a lot. Again, turning out is always nice. I haven't, like, I'm listening to the best stuff by them, I guess. Like the best Tony Martin album, the best Dio album, the best Aussie, that sort of thing. So maybe this would be wrong, but it feels like with Tony at the helm, it would be very hard for an album to be bad, because he just has a really nice, like, I feel like executive producer role in making everything sound so holistic, because he's like the one person that is the focal point across all of these roster changes, right? And it still feels a bit Black Sabbath. I like this chorus quite a bit. This is so interesting. The vocal, Tony is a lot closer to, like, I really need to check to make sure that's Dio. Dio is the name. I'll do that one sec. Yeah, I just made sure it was Dio. But yeah, Tony's voice is a lot more similar to, like, Dio than it is Ozzy Osbourne. Like, Ozzy Osbourne definitely has his, like, a very unique sound to his voice. But like, both of these vocalists, I've enjoyed Heaven or Hell because I like the more, in my mind, poppier realm that they go down. I guess, like, in my head, when I hear like 80s hair metal sort of influence stuff, when it has like a bit more synth to it, it's like, oh, this is a more poppy thing. The same way that, like, Born in the USA is a more poppy version in my brain than Born to Run sort of thing. I like when they actually delve into that. It makes it a bit catchy. Yeah, I don't know, like, I like the vocalist here quite a bit. Also, if you haven't watched any of my videos before, I do first ratings on my first listens here. I also update my ratings, so they're subject to change because I listen to these albums multiple times over before I post them to my Discord, where you can talk to me about my ratings, or I post them to Album of the Year, where I do a little written review. It's a music rating website. I have an average rating of a 6, but I spiritually think it's a 5, but I think I listen to more good music than bad at the moment. I'm also being a tiny bit more harsh when it comes to ratings, but with all that being said, I think this is a 7.5 because I think I really like the foundations of this track. I think the chorus is really nice. I think the atmosphere is quite good. The only issue that's like delving me back from it, giving it like a great song, because I really do find this quite catchy, is the fact that I feel like some of the production here is I don't know, it lacks a bit of clarity. Like I could imagine all of these sounds having the same atmosphere, but then having more like film grain, like the equivalent of like film grain, where like you can there's more detail and stuff like that. Even if you didn't add any more textures or layers, there's just something about like the recording. I don't know if that's the 2024 remaster or something. Maybe when I listen to the original, it sounds more in tune and more clear, like it has more like clarity to it. But it does feel like it's a bit neutered for some reason, for me personally. But as I said, the vocals are fucking killer. I really like the solos and all of that sort of stuff. It just feels like if the production quality was like a touch higher, it would be like, holy shit, this is like truly great. But that's what leads it to be like, I just really like this song, but it's not like mind-blowing to me because of those tiny things. But it could be. I just feel like I'm assuming if just the remaster was better, it would be. But yeah, really great start. See, this has more clarity to it, I feel. I could be wrong, but like this, it feels fuller. I really like Black Sabbath's sound because it has this like somewhat a video gamey vibe to it a bit. Where like vampire dark gothic sort of atmosphere to it. I like. Yeah, I like this quite a bit. It's quite catchy. Like it's bright, it's like kind of pretty. I like it. Because hey, Tony has really nice vocals on it. I quite like it. I actually don't know which track I prefer at the moment. So I'll give 7.5 to both, but like, yeah, these are just good to great stuff. Like the vocals are really killer. It's a really nice solo as well. Wait, I need to look up something. Alright. Okay. he has some vocals. Ooh, I just really like this. It's just really good. I saw like a lot of comments. I've been reading some reviews and then watching some people talk about like Black Sabbath as I'm delving into it. So I have like a tiny bit of an idea of, I guess, like the general gauge of like how people view certain albums. But I find this one interesting because my understanding is like this form just because like after Heaven and Hell, I'm pretty sure anything after that is kind of lost. Like most people don't talk about it or anything, but like this is quite nice. Like I quite like it, and I think Tony Martin has like a pretty decent voice, so it's kind of sad that I feel like on like broader curate culture or whatever the fuck, it seems like he gets overlooked a bit. I also made sure the thing I looked up in the middle of this was for the next track, because apparently the Queen's guitarist did the solo on the next track, and that was something that Michael, the person who Patreon requested this, told me about. Also, speaking of Patreon requests, basically on my Patreon, it's $5 a month. You get early access by any classic albums or any like older albums, non-current year albums for months. Like there are so many months where you get to have this on Patreon where you don't have it on YouTube. So it's like 11th of January here. I'm pretty sure this probably will come out maybe March, and that's because I'm actually playing. That's only for Black Sabbath basically, because I want to upload a Black Sabbath thing every month. But yeah, speaking of the other perks you get is $5. You get an album request under 90 minutes. This fulfilled it. If you want to, you can go to my classic albums. There's a list of 400 that I really want to listen to, like, because I haven't listened to many albums. I want, like, first listen to history sort of stuff. So, like, any Madonna, basically, any Rolling Stones, any Beatles, all that sort of jazz. But yeah, I really appreciate this request because, yeah, it's just really decent. And as he said in the he said with the message that he thinks this is an underrated album by Black Sabbath, which I think I would agree. And the solo is by the Queen's guitarist, and I think it's the ex-Rainbow drummer does the drumming on this, which is interesting. I haven't been able to pick out necessarily what the difference between the drumming is, but I think I would just need to listen to the other Black Sabbath albums that I've heard back to back with this one to see how I pick out the drumming. The drumming's been nice. I feel like it's able to fill it well. The guitaring is obviously Tony, so it's nice. The vocals remind me a lot more of Dio when it comes with Tony, and I kind of like that. It's like this more poppy sort of 80s sound, which I don't know. It's just like sugar to listen to. It's nice. This sounds nice. I definitely like these more like singing vocals as well. There's like decent versatility with Tony. That's cool. This also has really nice production quality to it. Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot of clarity and like level up on just how well this sounds quality wise. I like it. This is sick. I'm assuming their solo is coming up here. It'd be interesting hearing how like the Queen guitarist does it. Yeah, it is a bit different. I can't really place it, but it does. Yeah, it's more like, I don't know, hastier. Cool. Maybe this is more of the solo. I'd say this is like pretty great to amazing. I really love it. Like it just sounds really nice. His vocals are sick. Every like member of the band feels like they're firing on all cylinders really nicely. This is a really great track. Mm. Oh, I paused that. Fuck, sorry. But yeah, this was just a really great track. Like, I felt like the production quality like jumped up a tiny bit. And I really liked the solos and when it came to this. And I guess with what I was talking about before, it's like, oh, I think the thing that's like stopping maybe the other tracks from being great to me, like truly comfortably great, is the production quality. And this one, it feels like on this track, it kind of just stepped up. Yeah, really nice. Again, Tony's vocals are really nice here. Ooh. Oh, I really like this. His voice is so good here. That's an interesting vocal effect to make it spirit. I have a spirit vibe to it. I think this is a great song. Like, I actually think this might be my second favorite. It could even be my favorite. I really like this. Like, it's not like this. It's a funner listen to me than maybe the last track. But like, the last track's like a better song. Ooh, I like this. The little static and the rumbling. This is cool. This is really nice. I might like it like more than the last track actually. I'm gonna put it on the same level at least. Like, it's really great. I really love this. Yeah. I wonder why Tony doesn't get spoken about as a vocalist. Like, is it the other Tony albums he doesn't have the best vocals? Like, because he, to me, he has pretty nice vocals. This one doesn't have the same amount of spunk to me as the other track. Like, I don't know, it doesn't have the same level of, like, magic, or it just feels a bit flatter to me. I would say it's decent though. Ooh. I like this. Granted, Tony's vocals are quite nice. I feel it's like hard for me to dislike it. Or like rate it lower. Because I still like it. Oh, this solo is pretty kick-ass. I'll give it a 6.5 at least, though. Like, it's definitely growing on me. You know what? I like it. Their vocals are just nice. Yeah, this is really fucking good. Ooh. The start of that sounded more like classic Sabbath. Yeah, it's not a good song. I know I'm just repeating myself, but like the backing instrumentation is just decent, like it's pretty good, and it really complements his voice, where his like voice is just really nice. I just like listening to it. This has a nice, like, it's like a very different sort of sound. Like a bit of a Western vibe to it, I guess. I'll say it's like a 7.5, like good to great so far. I like it quite a bit. Like, I like it time more than the last two tracks. There are just such nice solos. Like every solo that I've heard from Black Sabbath so far are just fucking nice. Yeah, incredible. Like, I agree with Michael on my Patreon. Incredibly underrated vocalist. Like, if no one talks about Tony, it's like kind of weird because he just has a nice voice. Yeah. Also, I found out mid-reaction here that this is basically when the album ends, and apparently Cloak and Dagger is only on this reissue. So I wonder if you like where this comes from, like Cloak and Dagger, because like this reissue came out in 2024. Is this a new track that like no one's ever heard of until now? If that makes sense, or? Or is this from like a box set that you guys have heard before or something? I'm curious. I like how punchy it is, I guess. Ooh. There's at least a 7.5. I might even give it an 8. Where did this song come from? Because it's like nice. I like it a lot. This is a good album. You know what? I'll give it an 8. I actually love this. Yeah, this is a really good album. Yeah, this is a really good album. Also, thank you, Michael, for requesting this. I really appreciate how you're doing, like, you're requesting Black Sabbath albums. Like, you're showcasing, like, a bit of a journey where I'm not just going through chronologically, which is also a journey in itself. But, like, you give me your pinpoint of, like, oh, here's the evolution of the band. There's, like, been 3 frontmen. Here's your favorites from each of them. And just giving me different flavors so you can, like, I'm assuming drill down a bit more. Like, if I like Tony and I like Dio or something like that, you're like, oh, okay, I'll find, like, the next one, that sort of thing. I'm assuming that's the thought process. But, like, whatever the thought process is, I really appreciate it. Like, I like it, keeps it fresh, it keeps it interesting to me, and it gives me, like, a broader understanding of the band and, like, its evolutions over time. It's really cool. Yeah, also, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this far is support enough, but if you want to support further, you can go to my Patreon with that album request and early access sort of jazz. Yeah, I absolutely love and enjoy you. Thank you for watching. Peace.